It has been a little bit too long since I've seen you guys last, and that is because I'm pregnant. This is the first time I'm telling you guys. I apologize. I've been pregnant for a while now. I'm 18 weeks. And it's just because the first trimester was tough. I'll go into more detail in this vlog, but I definitely was not sick like a lot of women are the first trimester. I was just tired constantly. So I had no motivation to video myself just because I was sleeping most of the time. But I'm in the second trimester now. I have been for a few weeks, and I'm gonna do better about hanging out with you guys again. So get ready for today. Today is just going to be a little bit of overview of how my first trimester went, and also kind of like what's been going on recently. And then I'm going to share like my top 5 items of being pregnant. So yeah, and then bear with me. I do have a little bit of a cold right now, and just, you know, you can't breathe when you're pregnant, so bear with my voice. But let's get started. Let me grab my drink real quick. So I was going to start with some questions that I was asked on Instagram. I did these questions when I was 9 weeks, so they've been a little bit of time ago, but I'll kind of answer them how it was then and what I am now. So the first question that I was asked was baby names. So at this point, we have done our gender reveal and we already have our name. So back then, we did not know what we were having. So we had a girl and a boy name picked out. The girl name was Poppy, just because I always dreamed about having girls and calling them the flower girls and naming them like Poppy, Rosie, Daisy. So that could happen one day. I just gave away what we're having. But our boy versions, we couldn't decide between River, so River Rostis, or Knox Rostis. So those were the names, the top 3 we had then. The second question was how far along was I? Back then I was 9 weeks. Now I am 18 weeks, which is exciting because 2 more weeks I will be getting my second sonogram. That was my first one that I got done, I think at 10 weeks, or maybe before that, I can't remember. We got it done before we went to Tulum because I wanted to take our reveal, or like that we're having a baby, those photos with that cute little sonogram. But now it's framed and stays by me in our bedroom. But so I'm already getting off track. The next one was it a surprise or not? So I'll kind of go a little into detail about this one. Before, or at the beginning of this year, like in January, Alex and I felt like it was time for us to start planning to have kids, just because we didn't know how long it was going to take or when it was going to happen. But as the year went on, we kind of were thinking maybe we're not ready, maybe we want to like enjoy ourselves more, be a little bit selfish still, and then have babies maybe like in 2 or 3 years. So I went back to my OB in like May, so I had been off birth control for 4 months, and at that point nothing had happened. And so me and her talked, and we kind of decided, like, well, obviously Alex was involved too, but she helped me have more peace about that, like maybe it's not time, and I got back on birth control. But that same week, that's when we got pregnant. And I'm dumb, like I know that we should have been more careful that week, but who knows, or like I didn't know that it was gonna happen because it had been 4 months and nothing had happened. So, but I had peace about it, we both did, because it kind of showed us like, or it reminded us that we're never in control of God's timing. He always is, and we can't ever plan things perfectly. So he decided that it was time for us rather than 2 or 3 years from now. So there's that question, and then the next one, oh, I didn't even really answer it. So it was a surprise, but at the same time, it's not like we were planning, like we were off birth control and, you know, doing the things that married people do. So kind of in between answer. The next question was, how did you tell Alex? This one's a fun one. Let me get a sip of water because I'm already out of breath. So it was Father's Day and I woke up feeling super weird on that Sunday. I already was feeling sick that whole weekend. Not like throwing up, but just like feeling off. And we had to drive to Tyler that day and I slept the whole way. Like Alex drove, I brought a pillow, which was super unlike me. I usually stay awake with him. So by the time we got into Tyler, I just felt still really off and we had to go into Walmart to get something for his dad last minute. And Alex dropped me off and he went to go get gas next door. And I ran into Walmart to get our stuff and I just instantly was like, I need to get a pregnancy test. I just had that gut feeling. So in the Walmart not parking lot, that's where I told him, but in the Walmart bathroom, I took the test and when it was positive, I immediately was just like, what? It's Father's Day. This is insanely perfect, but I don't have anything planned. I thought about just waiting until we got home to Fort Worth that night and putting something together last minute for Alex. But as soon as I got into the car, I immediately started crying and showed him the test, and it wasn't filmed or anything. It was not set up or anything, but I think of how perfect that was. And just a reminder that like not everything has to be extravagant and filmed or anything. It just can be raw and in the moment. So that's when I said, Happy Father's Day, you're gonna be a father. And we had to go the whole day not telling his family. It was so hard because we wanted to wait a little bit just to make sure. So yeah, that's how I told him. That's gonna be like the best Father's Day present hopefully he ever gets. Okay, there's I think one more or two more questions. So what asks how many kids we want to have? I don't know that. We kind of talk about like 2 or 3 being a good little number in a family, but who knows, like that's only God's knowledge of what's gonna happen in the future. And then lastly, are you gonna find out the gender? So yes, during that time we were planning on taking the blood test, which we did do, and Alex and I we found out on our own, just me and him. I wanted it to be super intimate, just because I hate attention on myself. So I went to the Central Market, gave them the envelope. They filled a cupcake in with our ginger, and then we went to the river and bit into our cupcake and found out what we were having. So that was just me and him. We did that about a month ago, and then 2 days ago we threw a gender reveal to surprise our friends. Our family already knew. So, and I'm going to do a separate vlog for like the gender reveal, so I'll talk about that later, even though you'll probably already know what I'm having. So those are the questions I was asked on Instagram. I'll probably do another one of those like once I'm done or in between my second trimester. I'm trying to think of some other questions that people have asked me, like my food cravings. Super weird. I used to be very healthy before pregnancy. Like I used to eat only salads and fruit. Like it was very bad. I would cheat every once in a while, but it's pretty strict. And so my pregnancy, I've been the opposite. I have just been wanting the bad food. Like I crave pizza, I crave fries. Recently I've craved like Taco Bell bean and cheese burritos. I don't know, it's been really random, but I'm glad because my body's finally allowing myself and saying like, this is okay to eat, like eat this. Nothing's wrong with eating this. I try to obviously still eat healthy things throughout the day, but I will most likely eat something bad every day too. And then like lemonade I've been craving, which was weird. And then sweets, I already love dessert, so that hasn't really like gone up. I still eat dessert every day. And then nausea, people ask about that. I've not been sick. I only got sick really when we went to Tulum. And then that's kind of like all the things I can think of. If I'll think of any other questions, feel free to put them below and I will reach them next time or get to them next time. And then I thought now I would do like an overview of my first trimester, even though I kind of just did that. So yeah, my first trimester honestly has been, I don't want to say a breeze because I feel like that's going to set me up for failure. but I've always heard horror stories and I did not get sick. The worst things I can think of were like the short breath, being super tired, like I just want to go home every day after work and just get on the couch or get in bed, which Alex has been really good about, like staying in with me, and not like wanting to do anything with me either. And we just watch Netflix, and he's been good about like making sure we're getting easy meals so he can cook them because I'm not cooking them. I have been more recently with the first trimester. There's no way I was cooking at all. So he got like good Trader Joe's meals or HEB meals for us to just put in the oven or microwave. And then what else? My back pain has been kind of bad, so I've just been making sure to take baths like for only 10 minutes with warm water, and then having a heating pad. And then I guess I could talk about working out. Working out has been really hard just because I don't have any energy, and I used to also be really strict about working out. So I'm just giving myself grace. I usually, like, I've downloaded this app called, what's it called? Fit On, and you can say like that you are wanting prenatal workouts and it gives you a list of them. So I try to wake up, I don't do that every day, but I try to wake up and do a workout that's only like maybe 30 minutes just to move my body. It has been so hot, so I haven't been walking at all, but I'm hoping now that it is September that I can start doing my walks again with the dogs and with Alex. So that was our first trimester. I guess the other big thing I can talk about is when we did go to Tulum. It's taking me a while to get productive again, but I am editing my Tulum vlog and then doing like some commentary on how to like go to Tulum pregnant, because we did not plan that trip pregnant at all. We planned it in January, so I had no idea I was going. Whenever I was like gonna be, I wasn't huge then, but I was still feeling like the first trimester scaries. So I made sure to go to my doctor, make sure to get like a bug spray, sunscreen that was safe, drink a lot of water, and then she gave me the okay with traveling there. And it was a fun trip, but honestly it was very different because we went there when we got married, or when we eloped, and going there non-pregnant to pregnant was like two totally different trips. And it wasn't our baby moon at all, so hopefully we're gonna get to go to one of those two where I can like relax a little bit more, because Tulum was like not relaxing. It's pretty much the jungle. Like, you're not roughing it, but you kind of are. Like, the air conditioning turns off, and I was so hot and didn't always get water immediately. And I wanted to sleep, but then the air conditioning would be off. Like, it was a lot, but I'll recap that in another vlog. So that's pretty much the first trimester. Slept a lot, went to Tulum, worked, slept a lot. That was it. So kind of segueing to closing out this vlog. I'm in my second trimester now, so I'm gonna do better about vlogging now and keeping y'all updated with what's going on, what I'm doing. I'm gonna keep y'all posted with the gender reveal. I'm doing that next. And what I wanted to end with today was my top 5 things that I'm loving in pregnancy. So my first one is this book. It's actually a devotional. It's called My Pregnancy Devotional Journal, and it's really cool because if you get it on time, which I didn't, it can document 40 weeks of your pregnancy, but I got it like I think 2 months late. So I try to do this like every other day just to catch up. But it's really neat because it has like a devotional that matches the week that you're in, and it has like 4 different prompts, and then it ends with like a prompt that helps you like pray over your baby. So I've really liked this because it is an active way to like pray over my health, my pregnancy, and then my baby's health and how they are growing on the inside. So it's been really cool. Also on my phone, I got this app, or not app, it's on Pinterest, and I'll put the link below also. Pretty much you do that you're at, and for me, I screenshotted it and put it as my background, so every time I look at my phone, it's like a reminder of, I don't have to pray every time, but a reminder to kind of like be thankful for my baby. So this is my first thing. My second thing, you guys may think I'm crazy, but This is the first time I've ever owned Lululemon. I always thought it was ridiculous to spend that much money on workout clothes, but I'm never going back. I saw on TikTok that the Align leggings, which I got the long ones, they grow with your bump, and I've noticed that. So pretty much the whole point of it is I don't want to buy maternity clothes because I know I'm not going to wear them after I give birth. So I want to buy things that I can easily transition and still wear afterwards, especially postpartum. So these, I heard from TikTok that they will grow with your bump and then you can wear them afterwards. So these are the extra soft ones too, and I live with them. Sorry. I live wearing them every day pretty much after I get off work, and I need to already buy more of these. So that is my number 2 tip. And these are not in any order. I'm just going through what's next to me. Third one is my Stanley Cup. I also did not own this before pregnancy either, and I initially got it for our trip to Tulum. Did not work out because you had to buy water bottles everywhere, so there was no point of having this. But it's been really good at work and also just living life in general, because you're supposed to drink, I forget how many gallons a day, but for me, I calculated it. I have to drink 4 of these a day, and I easily do that. It makes it so easy to get it done with this cup. I sadly did not get the one with the handle, which I wish I did that. Maybe I will eventually, but this is my top 3, or my third one. And then my 4th one is something I ordered off of Etsy. I will put the link below also. It is really sweet. It's called My Pregnancy Journey. And then on the first page, it says The Journey to Baby Rastas. And it goes through all 3 trimesters. I'm trying to see something that I can show y'all, because I haven't filled it in completely yet, but it has like your bump photos, different memories, how you found out, and it gives you prompts to like write in it. So this has been super fun. I need to be active and start filling it out more, so this will be like a little keepsake for once the baby's here and when they're old enough to look through it. And then the last thing, I do not have it actively with me, but it's an app on my phone. It's the What to Expect app. It is very cool because every day you wake up and it has a new tip about the numerous symptoms or things you may be going through. It gives you like your baby's the size of, like right now my baby is the size of a cucumber. It gives the inches, kind of like what is going on inside of you, also what's going on in the baby. Like this week, our baby is starting to hear things, so they have been hearing everything I've been saying today, which is super cool. So yeah, that has been another thing I love. I look at it every day, and it's really cool because there's a lot of things that I feel like I have to go to Google constantly and ask, and it's nice that this app already has it all on there, so it's everything trusted and researched and all things good for your little one. So yeah, those are my top 5 things that I'm loving right now, and I guess when I see y'all on the 2nd trimester recap, I will do 5 more things, but that's all I can have today. I am so glad to be back with you guys and excited for this journey with y'all. Until then, I am going to change, make dinner. We're making chili tonight, so that sounds so good. And then get in comfy clothes and watch the Bachelorette finale. So I will see y'all later. Thank you for joining me